I'm going to show you how to make a PDF interactive using an application called TeacherMade. The first thing you need to do is you need to sign up for an account. This is absolutely free. Click on Register with Google. I already have an account, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to sign in. What's really nice is it's very streamlined. We have two tabs up top, My Worksheets that you can see I've already created, and also to create a worksheet. I'm going to go ahead and create a worksheet. I'm going to call or give it a name, Math First Grade Timed Tests. There's an optional description you can put in here. And then it says to drag and drop a file here. So we can grab our PDF or our JPEG. Most of us will probably be using our PDFs, and we can drag it in, but we could also double click it here, and we can go to our desktop, and we can choose a PDF that we have saved to our desktop. So that's something that you'll need to do first. I'm going to open this up, and you'll see I can now create a worksheet. You can also have multiple pages to your worksheet by choosing another file. I'm going to click Create a Worksheet. You'll see here is the PDF that I can use to insert text boxes to make it interactive. What I would like students to do is be able to fill in the answers and then have it auto-correct for me. So what I'm going to do is go up here. I'm going to click on Short Answer. I'm going to choose a box, and it says Edit Short Answer. When I click on that, I'm going to make each one worth 1 point, and I'm going to type in the correct answer for the problem. I'm not going to choose Answers Must Match the Case. Save my changes. Now, in order to make this a little bit quicker, since there's 100 problems, I'm going to go up to Edit and Duplicate, and I'm going to do this several times. I'm going to find all of the answers that are 10. So I can come through here. Here's one that's a 10. You're probably seeing some before I even am. What else are 10? Here's a 10. Oh, I see another one here. Here's a 10. Then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one by going up to Edit and Duplicate. And I'm going to change this answer. Okay, I keep forgetting that I have to grab it and just go little baby steps. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and edit this short answer, and I'm going to give it the answer of 5. I'm going to save my changes. I'm going to go here and edit and duplicate several times until I find all of the problems that have 5 as the answer. Once I have this done, and I'll show you when that's done, all we have to do is close it. Now, I'm going to go back to this tab that shows my worksheets. I'm going to find math time tests that I created. I'm going to show you some choices that I have. I can edit the content, which means I could go back, I could add some more answers, duplicate. I can also edit the properties, which means that I could give it a description. Please make sure you answer all the questions as fast as you can. And I'm going to update the worksheet. I can also make a copy of this, which I like to do just in case I make a mistake. Now, I can also look at sharing. So if I would like to share, I can allow other users to share these copies. So it won't allow them to edit my copy, but I can enable this, and I can copy the link and I can email it to one of my colleagues. If I would like to assign a worksheet, we have several different choices. Now, this website does not allow the students to use their Google account because it's 13 years and older, unless they have a parent signature. So we aren't going to go through that process. What we're going to do is we're going to use their name or ID. I'm going to enter the students now. I'm going to enter my students' names, Matt, Joe, Susan, Mike. I can do it that way, or what I've done is I've created a Google Doc and I called it my time test roster. I can have the list of all of my students' names here and easily copy this, go back, and I can paste it so that I have all of those students' first names here. I want to show the score to my students when they're done. I'm just going to say score only. And I'm going to ask it just to show points that are earned. I don't want to hide the toolbar from the students. And I'm going to create the assignment. Now you can see it brings me to a page that shows all the students whom I'm waiting to do this assignment. I'm going to go ahead and either copy this link, or I'm going to show you how you can share it to your Google Classroom. It basically fills everything in for you. This is something that you're probably going to want to schedule or keep in draft mode until you're ready to assign it. And assign this. And when the students go in, all they'll have to do is click on the assignment. And when I say go, Elizabeth would click start, and I would start the timer. And Elizabeth can go through and she can answer the questions that she knows the answer to. And now all of these aren't filled out because I didn't complete this. Now, when she's done, she clicks I'm done and clicks OK. If I go back to TeacherMade, you're going to see that where Elizabeth was, it says her score was 3. If I click on this, I can review what in the world went wrong with Elizabeth. I can also make a comment. Let's try this again. And I can either return it to the student. I can also undo that return. Once I return it to the student, I can click to the next student or to the next student to see what their submissions were. Now, something that's sort of neat about this is that when I go here, notice Elizabeth didn't do too well. I'm going to actually ask her to reopen and reset. So I'm going to reopen this because she did not do very well. And I'm going to reset this, and I'm going to give her another chance to go ahead and do this lesson. The last action that you can do on this page is you can export all of your scores by clicking on the CSV file, clicking on saving it in your desktop, and you will see all the scores of your students here with the timestamp submission. You can also set as completed, which means that the students cannot continue on. So when your time test is over after 5 minutes, you may want to confirm that Elizabeth is completed and she will not be able to do any more unless you reassign it. So it's pretty easy to use this as a time test. You have to be the timer, and you will have to make sure that your students don't start without you. But I'll get into more worksheets that you can create with matching activities and such at a later date. Have a great day.